Hey everybody, Teresa here. Super excited to be back into some sort of a normal routine. So I wanted to hop on here and talk to you about melt-proofing your makeup. So maybe we should do waterproofing our makeup, right? It's going to be rainy for today and tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about that because even though it's in the 70s, it's very, very humid outside. And humidity, I don't know about you, but I'm a sweater, and that really just, makes my hair funny, my skin funny. So I wanted to give you some tips that I use to melt proof my makeup. And I'm going to start with the first thing that I do, and that's before I actually put my makeup on, and that is to use our foundation primer. So a little bit of this primer goes a very long way. You don't need a whole lot of it, but that acts as a foundation magnet and it helps your foundation stick to your face. It also, we call this lovingly the Pennsylvania pothole filler. Because what happens is if you are starting to mature and you're noticing some fine lines and wrinkles on your face, it will actually fill in so that the foundation goes on smoothly. It does have SPF in it too, which is quite handy. And again, like I said, a very little bit goes a long way. So tip number one to melt proof your makeup is the foundation primer. Next, after you put your foundation on, and again, if you are really someone who is sweats or has very oily skin, especially in the summer, you may want to consider changing your foundation over the summer, but you may not have to. So one of the things that you could move to is a matte foundation or a cream to powder foundation. And if you need help deciding on that, please let me know. But on top of your foundation, what I like to use is powder. Okay, I have two types of powder that I want to share with you. The first is the translucent powder. This is a loose powder. It's translucent, meaning it's white, but it goes on translucent. I actually use this powder in the summertime because it just really helps with my oil, okay? So the translucent loose powder, use a big fluffy powder brush right after foundation, and I put it on. Let me just share with you a quick little tip, especially if you have oily skin. Ooh, a lot of that powder went out. Okay, so I put powder in the lid. That's the easiest way to do it. Then you take your powder brush, and what you want to do is you want to turn that powder into the areas that can be really shiny for you. So you don't want to just dust it on. You're really like literally turning it in just like that. So that's a tip on how to put the translucent powder on. All right. I made a mess here. Okay, now in the winter time, right now I have color. It's the summer and I definitely have color. But in the winter time when I lose color, I like to use the Silky setting powder on top of my foundation. That is a powder that is matched to your skin tone, and I of course can help you do that. So I use the Silky setting powder instead of the translucent powder just because it helps give me a little more color because I lose a lot of color in the winter. Again, I can help you figure out the color that is right for you. Just let me know and we will figure that out for you. So the second thing is to use either the Silky setting powder or the translucent powder to help melt proof your makeup. And then tip number 3, if you do not own a makeup finishing spray, I'm going to highly encourage you to get this because it is amazing. It is hairspray for your face. So once you're done all of your makeup, then you spray the finishing spray right over top. So you just do a couple squirts and it just sets your makeup so it gives you long-lasting wear. Now, this little thing has a bottle has a couple of other great tips that I want to talk to you about. So because it's a makeup finishing spray and it holds things in, there's a couple other areas that you can use it. Okay, number 1, your armpits. So it helps keep everything in so you don't have the big pit stains. If you tend to chafe, if you're wearing a skirt in between, like your thighs chafe, you can actually squirt it on there. And the other thing is underneath your breasts, okay? If you tend to sweat underneath there, spray some of this on and it will definitely help. So those are your bonus tips for today. So anyway, melt proofing your makeup, humidity proofing your makeup, really important. 3 key products that you all should have in your makeup drawer. Number 1, the foundation primer. Number 2, either and or both, the translucent powder and the silky setting powder, and number 3, the makeup finishing spray. If you need to add these to your bathroom, let me know. And if you have any questions on these products, let me know. Have a great day, everybody.